I am so inspired and so moved and respected. It's so great to have a documentary where the person who tell the story not only is in the incident, but is one of the leader who survived it and able to tell everything in detail. But it's not only about the Tiananmen Square. The documentary start from where he was when he was a child, right? How he becomes.
Very courageous person. Yeah, and precocious too, because he was only eight, 1989. He was only like 18 or 19 years old. Yeah, so he was very mature for his such a young age.
I thought the movie was really insightful and it was really inspiring to see like how heartful the students were and how much they cared about defending their freedom and their love for their country. And I think it's a really good thing for people who don't know a lot about China or the Tiananmen Square Massacre to watch and like really learn what actually happened. I was really cool and unexpected to see how the students were able to organize themselves and actually stop the government tanks and the soldiers that had been sent to stop their protest. Like it was really powerful to see that like just grouping together students were able to do that against the powers that be.
Yeah, my first name is Danny. This film was inspiring. Uh, I think the story behind this film is a universal story. Really, people coming together. I think all oppressed people, poor people, marginalized people coming together, um, and fighting for a more just world. So that I found inspiring in this film.
Long, but it was very smooth and it was educational, and the subtitles were very good. I just like hearing his story. I think hearing firsthand his background and what he went through, because I'm 2 years younger than him.
The movie was a good, deep history and personal experience about what it was like to be at Tiananmen and how the people stood up to the Communist Party, and that common people can stand up to tyrants and give you some hope for the future.
And what I then learned is that, and this film shows how the local people and the police all were empathizing. So what the government did is they got soldiers and tanks from a faraway province.
They brought him in from outside.
Who knew nothing about this.
Yeah.
This was probably good for me to bring up, but I mean, there's just no words for describing what it felt like when it was dead silence. You just know. I could never have imagined, but I knew something terrible had happened. And then several months later, I was at that Museum of History right across from Tiananmen Square. Yeah. And I'm walking around, and there's a huge glass case, and it was full of cloths with blood all over them.
Oh, dear God.
And what I want to share is, as I was standing there, I just felt this immense heat of energy, and I thought I was imagining it. So I walked away and went over to some other part and came back, and every time I passed by, there was just so much energy coming out of there. And so at 2:00 on June 4th, I had gone to sleep with this roar like the ocean. I woke up and it was dead silence. I had no idea what was happening, but I just knew it was such an emotional thing. And I just wanted to go knock on the doors of the other people and say, come out, something happened. But
The whole thing was good. I liked the early history about his life, and like the more rural part, like in the farming part, and then I liked the part about when he was a student. I thought the whole, because I don't think people see the pictures of the protests and the tanks and things, but they don't know like the daily, what happened on a daily basis.
We continue to tell the story, that we will remember and honor those, because it wasn't done in vain. It was to try to change and fight for democracy, fight for the truth, fight for better living, for all the conditions to be of humanity.
All of this will help dissolve it to the earth and into the, yes. It's time for each of us to heal from whatever our things is, because I feel that humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is the time for each of us, individually and collectively, to heal and to go forward as the shining light and energy and spirit that we are.
Well, then the movie did help you. Yeah.